Alrighty, so today we are back and we are going to be talking about the 10th anniversary part 2 banners. Now, specifically, I am releasing this video before the banners come out because I want you guys to have a solid summoning strategy and kind of give you some advice on how to attack these banners before they come out, so that way you guys can be prepped and all of that fun stuff and be, ready to be where you want to be in terms of when these banners are dropping, which is going to be sometime next week. I believe the 15th is the date that we are eyeing here, so if I am wrong on that, I don't think it would be any earlier than that. The 15th is like after when the reveal is and stuff like that, so should expect that after the stream. A few hours after that, I would say, whenever they do the reveal for these, we'll see the animations, we'll see all that fun stuff, so that'll be sort of where we are at. Now, looking at this image, I don't want to take credit here where I did not do it, and this graphic, excuse me, is coming from Twitter user Dokkan_Kami. I will leave a link to this tweet in specific as well as their account in the pinned comment, so that way you guys can go and check that out if you want to. Give them some love here for this graphic. It does make things a little bit easier. It is sort of a visual guide here for this video that I'm working on now, or the video that I uploaded the other day, excuse me, and that was the what banner should you what banner is who will be on the banners, right? I don't know why I couldn't get that out, but who will be on the banners and stuff like that. Stuff that you need to make sure that you do know. Characters that will be returning, characters that are going to be counterparts to other characters. So the reason I'm using this graphic is because, again, these banners are extremely predictable and we know sort of what they're going to be. It's not supposed to be a secret or anything like that. So we do know who is going to be on these banners. So you are looking at it right now. Let's talk about the Dokkan Fest banner first, right? Which one should you be summoning on first? In my opinion, you should be summoning on the Gogeta banner first. I think with the Gogeta banner, you are going to be getting the most value out of your Dragon Stones. Why do I say that? It should be fairly simple to kind of conceptualize this, but I guess I can, spell it out for you in simpler terms just so you can completely get it, and so that way it's not up to some rough form of interpretation. So, Tech Gogeta, there is a very good chance that this character, I'm used to saying Tech Gogeta, but the new LR Gogeta, this character more than likely is going to be a top 2, top 3 contender, maybe even top 1, who knows, but more than likely he is going to be quite the cracked out unit. So you're definitely going to want to summon for this character. You might want to pick him up with pity coins. We shall see, but again, going to be very crazy. Now, the banner unit here, the UR slot here where it is blank, this one is interesting because we don't know who it's going to be yet, right? They have not revealed this, so we have to wait and see who it's going to be. But it's maybe not safe to assume, but the standard that I'm going to be going by is the banner unit from the previous part. Now, that's a dangerous game. You look at last year, the 9th anniversary, the banner unit for, last year, the banner units were both pretty damn good, right? Krillin in 18 on the Beast Gohan banner, very good. The Golden Frieza on the Broly banner, very good. So I think it's safe to say that the expectation should be that this banner unit's going to be very good, whether it be a Veku from Dragon Ball Super, whatever it may be, right? A good banner unit that is kind of like Hercule over on the other side of things, so we shall see. But Int Broly, his return, this is pretty anticipated for people. I feel like he is an interesting coin candidate. Maybe I'll make a video on if you should coin anybody on these banners and stuff like that. We'll do that when the banners are live. We don't need to do that early. But you guys know how good Broly is. Sort of an underrated character, but he's also pretty damn good. I think that's always kind of the expectation, right? Everybody sort of understands that this is a very good unit. So Int Broly's return, very nice. Beast Gohan, if you are a regular to my channel, you guys know how much I talk about Beast Gohan, how good I think the character performs, how well I think he's aged, and the fact that he's still probably a top 2, top 3 unit. Some even argue he's the best. I'm not going to sit here and talk about that today, but just know he's I think the worst I would have Beast Gohan right now if I made 100 tier lists would be number 3. So that is where I have him at the moment. Very good character. If you end up not pulling him, I think he is a fine coin addition to your roster there. Very good character. Tech Merge Zamasu. This is going to be the same case here. Not quite with Beast Gohan, but again, I think if you are a new player, this is a very valuable pickup because he's an extreme class 150% leader. So if you are struggling to piece together your teams, I think this is a very valuable character to have. I think that the GT duo unfortunately has aged out. But their EZA should be next year during the 11-year anniversary, so if you do pull them, you can sort of look forward to an investment, if you will. The Tech LR Gods, this is a very likely EZA during the 10th anniversary, excuse me. solid character in terms of like what we're expecting for their EZA. If it's anything like the 6 years, they're going to be absolutely insane, because this UI Goku will transition to him next is still just as good as ever, still performing at the top of the top, right? The guaranteed dodge turn 1, especially in these new form of fights, very, very, very nice. So this is an amazing pickup if you do get him. Full power Frieza is getting his EZA during this part 2, so he should be in the game pretty soon. We'll see. I don't know if they gave us an exact date on those EZAs. Maybe they did, but I forget it off the top of my head as I'm recording this. But again, AGL Full Power Frieza, very good character here. Same with Namek Goku, very good EZAs. Buhan, an underrated character, but high value, right? So after explaining that, right, I don't think, so the worst unit on this banner, assuming that all the EZAs play out, this is the worst unit on this banner. And the worst character on this banner is going to be somebody that's EZAing next year, right? This is like the only like put away character, right? Zamasu is good in short form content, so I just think that the value here is crazy. So it's like, if I had to sort of rate them, right? Like good pull, no, I'm sorry, amazing top tier pull, amazing top tier pull, very good pull, almost damn near amazing top tier, very good, assumed to be very good, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? These are like the only 2 characters I wouldn't be that excited to pull right now, but even then there's still value there. So basically this whole banner is like, yes, let's go if you get a featured character. So that is why 100% I'm going to be recommending that you summon on this banner first, and make sure that you get stuff that you want to obtain. Now, with all of that being said, I think this is a unique case with this Carnival banner where things are not quite so cut and dry, because Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is one of those units or characters who is on that level, right? You think about some of the most popular Dragon Ball characters right now. You think of the names like the Beast Gohans, the Ultra Instinct Gokus, the Gojitas, the Vegetos, the multiple forms of those, the Brolys of the world, right? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is up at the Super Saiyan Goku. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is up there with all of those guys, right? Like this is one of those big hitters. So it's pretty easy to be like, yeah, I understand why you want to summon on this banner for Gohan, but like, honestly, like if you're somebody that has 500 pity coins, like I would say just buy this Gohan and summon on the Dokkan Fest banner. Like that's probably what I would do in that situation, but it is tough to say. So this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, you guys know how Dokkan and Legends, especially like these devs, they love giving Gohan the preferential treatment most of the time. It's pretty rare that we see a Gohan unit in terms of like a major summonable release that's just really bad, right? Because even with like physical Ultimate Gohan, like people want to talk about how that character was bad, quote unquote, but he still was like pretty good. He was just disappointing because Beast Gohan wasn't part of it, right? I think if you kind of knew what you were doing with that character and weren't expecting him to be just like a slot 1 tank like Orange Piccolo was, then you could really get away with running that character and doing some pretty impressive stuff with him. Goku and Frieza, a disappointing pick for most, not for myself, but that's important. That's not important here. What is important is I think that this character is going to be pretty valuable with the amount of categories that they have. There is a very, very, very high chance that Goku and Frieza just have like some insane amount of categories, and they're also going to have very, 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 very different link sets, right? Because Goku, obviously not a Big Bad Boss's character. Frieza most of the time is a Big Bad Boss's character, so it'll be very interesting to see how that character kind of plays out. But that is the beauty of this new system, right? If you pull this Goku and Frieza character, this is going to be a huge buff for this guy because of the successors team, right? Because this guy is more than likely going to be on that team, if not lead it. So very interesting stuff with Goku and Frieza. Those two obviously premier pulls, but to me, it's the rest of the banner, right? Like there's a hard cutoff like from the top row to the bottom row. So we'll kind of briefly go through this, right? Broly, very good character, easily like one of the better pulls, right? I would say that Broly is, so Tech Broly is better than you. He's going to be better than you. He's mostly better than you, right? Like there's situations that UI Goku is better for sure. It'll be interesting to see if he's better than these EZAs. He's definitely better than you. He's definitely better than you. Beast is a little better than Broly, and then he's better than this Tech Broly, right? So he's better than the vast majority of this banner. So again, this like big 3 lineup right here is amazing value, but it's like you also are going to fuse and get Kai Goku. You're also going to fuse and get this Bird Goku, right? Exchange Vegeta. And then also, I'm nowhere near as confident in the EZA for Kaioken Goku as I am for the LR Gods. So it is an interesting kind of perspective here, but in my opinion, I think that you should be summoning on the Dokkan Festival banner first. But if you are somebody who is a massive Gohan fan, then I completely understand the rationale of saying I want to summon for Gohan first and then convert the coins over to the Gogeta banner. I completely get that, but if you are somebody who's missing multiple characters on this Dokkan Fest banner, I think this is just an easy slam dunk no-brainer. This is like, do I want to say it? Do I want to say this is like the best banner ever? If Gogeta's like the best character in the game, it probably is. I don't know, man, because like You're top 3. If you're the best unit in the game, you're number 1. You're fringe like top 10, like you're basically 10, right? This Easy A more than likely is going to find a way to creep in there. He's still top 10. Like, this banner's just stupid, man. So, in my opinion, I just wanted to round up and talk about these banners. Summon on the Gogeta banner first, in my opinion, but again, if you do want to summon on the Carnival banner, I don't blame you. Really, you should be summoning on both, but if you have to pick one and you only want to summon on one banner, then I would go with the Dokkan Fest. So let me know down below what you guys think of this specific banner, all of that fun stuff in the comment section below. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like, tell me what you're summoning on first, how many stones you have, and subscribe if you are new, so that way you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Again, thank you to Dokkan Kami for this specific graphic here to kind of give you guys a visual aid while I talked about this. Again, pinned comment, there will be a link for the tweet as well as their page. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.